Hey y'all, I think this is right. I don't know. I need coffee and water. I'm not gonna drink no coffee right now. I'm just gonna get some water. Ooh, hey everybody. Afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. Hello. How y'all doing? Everybody okay? Did you have a good evening? Did you have a good morning? Did you sleep well? Ugh, I should have brought my massager in here because this shoulder is doing what it wants. Hey, everybody. Hola, hola. Whew, how y'all doing? Everybody okay? Can y'all hear me? Hey. Hola, hola. Yeah, you did. We about to get it in real quick. It's Friday. Can I tell y'all something? I'm doing good. How are you doing? My back, alright, girl, we ain't gonna bring up nothing that ain't. It's my shoulder today. It's been a rough morning, but I'm here, Lord. Okay, pumpkin. Auntie will definitely be praying for you. And so, oh man. So this is the thing, okay? Um, I love y'all. I really do. And I really do hate that y'all have to come here and get crazy news. But it's something that I think is, hey, Sarah, there's something that Emery is and everybody that I miss. I think it's something we need to talk about. Are y'all open? Are y'all? Okay. Y'all probably already seen it, but I think it's something we should address. So I think it's Philadelphia or either uh, Pennsylvania, one of them places. I mean, not Pennsylvania, one of them eastern states is going to be without power for 5 to 7 days. Y'all seen it? It is. And people was already tripping because they said people are losing thousands and thousands of dollars worth of food. They told them there's not going to be any power for 5 to 7 days. Yeah, in real life. In real, they told them on the news too. Now they didn't tell them prior to it happening. I guess like at whatever time.
Luca picks up this part of the story for us. Alyssa, we just learned from Duquesne Light that it could take another 5 to 7 days to get power back in the Pittsburgh area. Mayor Gainey and other city officials and Duquesne Light teamed up for a news conference today where they updated us on the status of where things stand after last night's storm. 400 additional crews will be arriving in Pittsburgh to help Duquesne Light get the power back on. 250,000 customers lost power last night, and crews have restored electricity for 40,000. That's about 40%. Getting power back for everyone could take 5 to 7 days. Mayor Gainey is urging people to be patient. Our team will continue to do.
You understand that the relief that he took for like FEMA and stuff pays those utility workers to come out and drive. They pay for their hotel, their food, and they pay them. That's what a lot of that FEMA money go to, is the guys that go down and fix the plumbing or whatever it is that they're supposed to do to get stuff restored. The telephone people, the internet people. FEMA, some of the money from FEMA is what pays for that. It gives the county or the state money to pay these workers to come in from other places to restore the power, restore the internet. So if he took that money, then that means less people are going to be able to be around to fix this stuff. Y'all know we in storm season right now. Five to 7 days with no generator. How long is your food gonna last? You got about 2 good days, and you really can't open it that much before everything be defrosted. Which means with food going up in a week or already right now, you gonna have to try to recop that, and he ain't giving out no funds for nothing. No FEMA checks or none of that, food stamps, Red Cross type stuff. He's not giving out none of that stuff. Y'all getting me? Hey, you said with a good deep freezer, 36, 48 hours max. Okay, Nisi Poo. We need to buy sand and large terracotta pots. Surprise, surprise, power outages are the worst when it's hurricane season. I'm thankful we at least have time to prepare this. I was watching in India and in places in Africa, they use sand and 2 different size terracotta pots to make a refrigerator. Hey, Pumpkin. Hey, TT baby. You hear me? That's how they refrigerate their stuff. Two terracotta pots and sand, and they put the one pot in there. They put the sand in there and they pack it, and it makes a double insulated wall, and then that's how they keep their stuff like from going bad, and then put a lid on it. Hello. I know we have our generators, but that's another option. And sand is cold. Yes, it works as a refrigeration system. So if you can get, a good sized terracotta pot, like the ones that be out at the like hotels and stuff, and then find one just smaller, because you need about this much space depending on how big, do it for your family, but it could be for milk or stuff that you have to keep cold. You know what I'm saying? Put it out in the garage, or I don't know where you would put it. Even me, I just got a balcony, but I can sit it outside, or even sit it, because my house pretty much stays whatever. I can sit it in the living room somewhere and have that stuff in there. You know what I mean? Just in case. For your super important stuff, even medicine that has to be refrigerated. So terracotta pot, sand, and a lid that fits it. And you need at least 2 pots, 2 different sizes, not a lot of size difference. And then they wet the sand, and it keeps it cold. And I guess they have to do it every so often, or once you do it, you just keep the water in there on there, and it'll keep the food cold. But they're different sizes so that the hole in the bottom draws the water up into the sand, I guess, and it works as refrigeration. Okay? Hello? Is y'all here or is y'all asleep? Okay. So I want to send out some survival books to people that don't have one. Yes, Sarah. I saw it. They do it in India, and there's places in Africa they do it where it's real hot. That's how they do their refrigeration. If they don't have access to like an actual refrigerator, and it keeps their water cold, everything. They put their milk, like if it's not shelf stable milk or whatever they got that they don't want to go bad, that's what they do with it. They put it in there. So, and in Asia, it was another place in Asia I saw it as well. Here, just setting up the tent so my son and I can do indoor camping tonight. That's good. Okay, I just wanted to know. And then also, y'all saw people couldn't get their money, and it's been for 3 days. Cause I just had to run out, and I was talking to the lady, and she said, "Yeah, the other day I had a problem trying to get my money out of the bank." She was like, "For the whole day I couldn't get my money." I said, "Yeah, that was probably the other day. I was at the UPS, and the young one of the young men that works in there, I said, if you have elderly parents and stuff, you guys need to stock up. I said, and not freezer stuff, my normal spiel. And thank you, Antoinette, because I said, you guys didn't know that there was a power outage. And they was like, no, these young people too, like under 25, probably maybe 27 at the most. And I'm like, yeah, they didn't have no power, no internet, no nothing. So y'all need to be getting. And they were like, we didn't know. I said, yeah, and the shelves are going to be empty shortly, like real fast. So if you got elderly parents or whatever, he said, I live with my grandparents. I said, well, if they have any type of machines, he said, my granddad uses a CPAP. I said, you need to call the insurance, gave him all of that. But he went from super smiling to, oh, ish. You could see that look on his face. Yes, my mom's friend in Houston said that every store she went to, none of the Visa cards were working. They couldn't use their money. Did you hear that, She Not Me? Did y'all hear that? Did we talk about it? What good is the money gonna do to have it in the bank and you can't use it? Huh? It may still be happening because I tried to pay a bill and it will not go through. It is. That's what I'm saying. It is right now, and it's more banks. Good morning, Pumpkin. I would not, if you have money, if you can withdraw it, leave a couple whatever you need in there. But you might just have to be making trips to the bank every other couple of days. But it'll be better to have your money. You might have to actually go to like Lowe's or something. You can use the base as a lid. Just get a bigger base. Bigger than the size or close. Just use the base. And I peeped that everything that can track people has been recently being updated. Even my husband's job, they updated their phones to the ones that have AI. Baby, do you know you all in my business? I just got off the phone with my cousin. They updated my phone. Y'all seen AI come on the other day. You not lying. You are not lying. Because, baby, I do not. I just was fussing at my cousin for the last 30 minutes saying, I hate this new update they got. I can't find my text messages. They done changed everything. It's stupid. On both these apps where you can pull out your money. Okay. Let's see. Logged into my checking account today. It says scheduled payments may be delayed or wire transfers are temporarily unavailable, claiming it's a vendor issue affecting multiple banks. I'm about to take a picture of that. Thank you. I told y'all. Okay.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully. The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. I gotta go through all of this to turn off every Bluetooth in my house to use this. Ridiculous. Goodness gracious. Hello, can you hear me out there in internet land? Someone called my phone yesterday and the ID said political call. I blocked the number. Okay, automatically updated my phone without my permission, mine too. Hello, can you hear me in internet land? Let me tell you something. Good morning, sister. You remember when I said hurry up and buy your stuff because it might not be something to buy. It might be too expensive or they might turn your money off. You don't think it's crazy that people can't access their money and buy before the tariffs hit the store? Hello? Right after he just did that stuff with the FDIC and all of that stuff as far as consumer and them having to cover our money and everything. Remember that our information already went out. So our social security numbers, before he got in office, they already had them, or right after. Don't forget. Hello. It makes me sad that people are telling people not to go get their stuff. And don't go buy. Because you might not even be able to access your money. Did we talk about it, class? We talked about just having some jig money too. Hello? There are people on the internet telling people, don't go buy nothing. I'm not worried about it. This, that, and the other. Mind blowing. Because if you don't have it, you won't have it. We talked about them turning the money off. We talked about things being way too expensive to buy or there being scarcity of everything. We talked about being tracked. We talked about the military being at the end of your block. Now they talk about only putting the military in the black hoods. In the black communities, the military. All the while they can now send Americans wherever they want to. Like, are y'all ready to see something? Because I need you to understand how serious this is. Would y'all like to see it? Some of you might have already seen it because I reposted it. Are you ready? Because people, I don't think they really grasp what we are about to see. But it's happening somewhere else, so I want to show you. So maybe this will light fire under the people's butts that keep saying whatever, or you listening to whoever. Hopefully this will help you. Okay. Resources to us.
tell me they about to play. Hold on, y'all. I literally just showed my cousin. You know what?
عمره 5 سنوات. الوزن الطبيعي للإنسان الطبيعي المفروض يكون من 15 ل 16 كيلو. هل جيت أسامة وزنه 9 كيلو، ما في عنده عضلات ولا يعني جسمه نحيف جدا جدا، وكل جسمه اللي هي اللحمة والعظم. نومة ولدها كانت 2 كيلو 400، فكنت أرضعها منه ومن الصناعة كانت ترجعها زي النافورة يعني مش مكتسبة مني ولا من الصناعي. الدكتور كتب لها حليب مخصص ودوروا عليه في البلد ومش لاقين يعني. البنت صار معاها نزلة معوية وصار معاها جفاف.
الطفل بيحتاج في اليوم خلينا نقول بروتين من 1 ل 2 جرام لكل كيلو، وتقريبا بيحتاج اللي هو السعرات الحرارية الكالورية 100 سعرة حرارية في اليوم. طبعا الحاجات هذه موجودة في خلينا نقول في البيض واللحوم والأسماك. طبعا هذا مش موجود للأسف شديد، اللي هو طبعا لإغلاق المعابر أكثر من شهر.
You said it, baby girl. They not the first, but this is coming for the world. That's why there's no ships coming here. And they don't know when the next one is gonna come. You cannot wait. They've been going through that since March the 1st when they cut the food off. Over 50 babies, they say, so you know it's been more than that have starved to death. This is serious. It's coming for the whole world, because when God say famine, that's what he means. Tell me that those babies don't look like the picture that we just looked at. And do you realize that everywhere that Joseph went around him, everybody was looking like that? Y'all realize that that's exactly how the people that was in the camps over there in Germany was looking. Meanwhile, they're having 300K. Come on. Come on. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. When everybody's like, oh, the government is going to let you starve. I promise you they are. And everybody's, you need to calm down. We have 10 years. Do we? Oh, okay. Okay, we got 10 years. Because it sure only been 3. That's how they was looking when they was healthy. And right after, this is how everybody was looking. You can see their ribs. This is exactly how that baby was looking. They was cool at the top, and you can see their ribs. Hey. Yep, I'm at the store and they said don't know when shipment is coming back. Shelves is looking empty. And do not listen to people telling you to wait. You need to buy whatever you can right now. We're going to send out, if you don't already have some type of survival book, I'm trying to figure out how to do it so that they're not taxing us on this whole shipping stuff on Amazon. But if you don't have a survival book, please inbox me at CERCA TROVA Books or whatever. Send me an address so that I can get you a survival book out, because we're going to need them. Okay? If you don't have a survival book, let me know. Also, I want to, if you all don't have the canner, the electric canner thing, where it sucks the air out, those are pretty reasonable. So I was looking at some of those, if you're, so you can get some mason jars and try to seal flour or whatever. You can. Also, my cousin called me and said that, like, your Prego jars, your glass Prego jars, and like Alfredo jars, did y'all know y'all can with those, like reuse them and they'll seal again? Some of y'all probably already did. I didn't. So if you have like old jars and you got the Prego lids, yes, they reseal. You can in them. He said that's why grandma always had them. That's what she was doing. I didn't know. You can reseal them. Clean them off. Do just like you do with the old ones. Put them right down in your stuff and reseal them. Yes. You said, I just got one. Okay, well, there you go. Oh, you just got the thing. Well, books, and because I'm trying to think of things that are going to be extremely useful. And I know a lot of people were stocking, so they didn't maybe buy their books. But if you didn't, let us know so we can send you one. And then also those vacuum seal things for the jars, because I know a lot of people are canning or trying to keep dry goods and beans and stuff. So I was thinking we could do that. And then we just sent out some more diapers and stuff, some the reusable diapers, and then they also have like the reusable wipes, so we've been sending that out too, because it ain't gonna be no diapers, right? So just thinking of things that are going to be an everyday need for right now. You know what I mean? Y'all, there are some choice words I want to say to some of these pastors. I really want to call them out like Mary did the disciples. I feel that in my bones. You hear me? I use cleaned out dry water bottles to store beans, flour, etc. Put a 100cc oxygen absorber in there too. Okay. I'm just saying, I know he told me that. He was like, can you tell the community? I said, I will. So I just wanted to put that out there. Okay. And I know this is heavy information, but I love y'all. So I'm going to tell y'all what y'all don't want to hear. Hello? I always have, and I'm going to keep true to that. I'm always going to be here to tell you what you don't want to hear. That's my job. And I know it sucks. Like I told my cousin today, I said, I hate being the bearer of, I don't want to say bad news, but just news that isn't always happy. But this is serious, and people are still, I screenshotted some of the comments. People still, this one lady said, we don't have to worry. God is going to take care of us. I said, I'm really happy Joseph didn't think like that. I'm really happy he didn't. And I know it gets hard to hear it. And I know y'all get sick of me saying it, but it's getting more and more serious, and things are happening very quickly. And I love y'all, and I love y'all babies, y'all mama, y'all grandma, everybody. Do you hear me? I love y'all. In real life. Because we have become family. And seeing that, I thought about all of our CERCA littles, my grandbabies too. But I cannot sit here and just be okay and just be like, okay, they tired of hearing it. I don't care. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. I do not care. I don't care that you're tired of hearing it, because I want y'all to light fire, if you haven't, under your tail, because God is not going to get me for not telling y'all. That ain't going to be one of the strikes on my checklist. He can multiply what we have, but we have to listen and we have to be paying attention to the signs, y'all. Because that's not only happening there, it's happening in places in Sudan and other places too. They're withholding the aid, and he just cut off all of the international aid to Africa and different places in different places where there's Spanish people everywhere, where people are the Philippines and all of these, they already starving. You hear me? So it's we just getting, yeah. They about to close the libraries too. Y'all seen it? A lady posted something about that they're about to shut down the libraries. They're shutting down the gaming and fishing gaming or whatever, all the lakes. You ain't gonna be able to just go to no lake and go get no fish. They already know, so they're shutting it down. They're shutting down the libraries where you might be able to go get some books to be able to, I don't know, because last time when people was trying to go get them, they was throwing them away. And when my cousin he went to a university, they was throwing all the books away. The lady told her she would have to call the police on him if he got in there and got them. What post? It's Al Jazeera. Yep, I was telling a driver we have to think hurricane season approaching soon, and FEMA has been out this. You said don't sugarcoat nothing for me. Give it to me straight, no chaser. It's about to get ugly very fast. They already playing the rolling blackout thing. You said I was at the library today. They are selling books for 50 cents. Okay, thank you. You hear me? We are living in Fahrenheit 451. We are, pumpkin. I just seen my location emptying but not selling them. Interesting. Okay. Well, y'all know different places do different things. Because where my cousin is at, he was at a university. And he said the lady was pushing 2 big old carts out. And he was like, well, if you throwing them away, can I have them? She said, no. She said, and if you get in the dumpster, I have to call the police on you. She said, I can't believe they're doing this. This was just like maybe 3 months ago, and just like maybe December, January. So 4 months ago now. And we just talked about it yesterday, because he's the one that called me and told me to tell y'all about the jars. So, and I had just seen a thing on there about them closing the libraries earlier before I had talked to him, and then he reminded me of that. So here we go. In real life. They're turning 2 libraries into food stamp offices. Interesting. Interesting. And I know this is heavy information, but I really do love y'all. And I know this sounds crazy because some of y'all, most of y'all never even met, but y'all have become my family. And my real family ain't listening. So then I'm just going to stay on y'all head, because I've been telling them for years. At least y'all listen. And that's why I'm going to keep on telling y'all, because I know y'all hear my voice in your mind, and I'm happy for it. I used to be weirded out by it, but I hope you hear me yelling in your head every day. Get your stuff and pay attention. Out here in California, they're giving extra food stamps, 120 for kids for the summer. Baby, I will be stocking up on everything, because y'all remember they kept doing the rolling. That would all be going on dehydrated stuff. Canned goods, going to the Dollar Tree to get the milk and all of that. Okay. Honey, that 120, I'll be stretching that bad boy as far as I miss getting stamps. I wish I could get some food stamps. Rice cereal is gonna be a good thing. Cause if the kids need a snack, me and my cousin just went through the list. Cocoa powder, uh, baking soda, baking powder, and all your chocolate chips, peanut butter chips, white chips, and some fruit. You said I miss them too, girl. Dang, can I just get a little something so I can do what I need to do? Shoot. Yeah. No, I know. I'm just telling them as far as, because it ain't going to be no sweets. Ain't going to be no snacks. So the little bitty, what you call it, silicone things to make like gummy bears and stuff, I would go on and get my unflavored gelatin. That way, even if you have some dehydrated fruit, you could rehydrate it, blend it, put a little bit of honey or something in there, and the kids can have fruit snacks. So the getting the basics of the stuff to make the stuff that ain't gonna be available is gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? That way you can make brownies, you can make chocolate cake, you can, you know what I'm saying? You can make Rice Krispie treats, get you some marshmallows or the stuff to make the marshmallows, whatever you need. But that way, when those things are gone, you can make it. Because when my kids, once they got up and they was cooking, I wasn't buying no already prepared nothing. You better go in there and get that cocoa powder and all that kind of stuff. I was just making fruit roll up a few days ago. Yep, I told my cousin about that too. I'm like, cousin, because she be going to the food bank and they be giving her a lot of fruit and some of it goes bad. I'm like, well, that's the alternative. Yep, I was just showing my sister that the other day I ran out of ranch and had everything to make it. I'm trying to tell you. Definitely got my ranch powder in there. And do. That's good. And your money is stretched. Yeah. 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 In real life. In real life. But I would say this. I know it sounds crazy. I would keep the least amount of money. Like, if it's just to pay your bills or whatever, that's what I would be doing. Find somewhere in your house to hide it. Go get you a book safe and put it on the shelf. Okay? Because if for 3 days, in 3 different, for 3 days, people are saying, I have not been able to, I showed y'all the video. The lady said she went in, she had to make 4 transactions in a Walmart to get $400. But she had went to 2 different ATMs, tried to spend the money at the gas station, like at the pump, and then went in the store and it wasn't doing nothing. We saw this in 22, and we saw it in, I'm not just, look. Where'd she go? Hold on. Oh.
So y'all, I just tried to get some gas at Walmart, and I put my Walmart debit card. I put my USAA debit card in the slot at the gas station, and it kept saying decline. So I tried my other USAA debit card,
and it said declined again. I'm gonna go. My Walmart debit card. I put my USAA debit card in the slot at the gas station, and it kept saying decline. So I tried my other USAA debit card, and it said declined again. I'm gonna go, man. Sorry, thank you. So I went up to the teller, and there was like 5 people in line, and the man that was at the register was like, man kept telling him your card declined, your card declined. I'm like, what? And I asked him, do you have a USAA card? And he was like, yeah. I said, mine just declined at the tank. And the guy was like, I don't know what's going on. So he was like, man, I'm just gonna go somewhere else. So the next guy got up there. He didn't have a USAA card. I think he said he had a Chase card. His card declined. So I was like, man, I'm just gonna go to the ATM. So I went to the USAA ATM that's in the Walmart parking lot, and I put my card in there to get some cash. It wouldn't even give me the cash option. Wow. The cash option was shaded out. Got up there. He didn't have a USAA card. I think he said he had a Chase card. His card declined. So I was like, man, I'm just gonna go to the ATM. So I went to the USAA ATM that's in the Walmart parking lot, and I put my card in there to get some cash. It wouldn't even give me the cash option. The cash option was shaded out. It only said I can deposit money, transfer money, and something else for exit. The money for me to withdraw money was, it's like 5 people over at the ATM now trying to withdraw money. They're going to see they're not able to withdraw money. I don't know what the hell is going on right now, but USAA is not allowing people in my area. I don't know where else, but we're not allowed to withdraw money in the area where I live. What the hell is going on? So I went inside of Walmart, and I was able to withdraw some money. So I went and bought stuff like 4 times and withdrew the limit. You know, they only allow you to draw $100. So I went in there and withdrew a bunch of money, because I don't know what's going on right now, but I'm going to go home and watch the news and see if this is affecting everybody or... Hold on one. Well, anyway, there was one more where the guy was saying people couldn't get their money out. But I want to play this one for y'all too.
60% of the American public is about to lose everything they have. 60% of the American public is about to lose everything they have. People living paycheck to paycheck are about to go broke. The GDP numbers came in yesterday, and of course the economy receded, which I predicted 2 months ago, and people laughed. Mark my words, the second quarter is going to be far worse. Tariffs on Chinese products at 145% are about to kick in, which means everything you buy from China on Amazon or elsewhere is about to go through the roof. Grocery store shelves are starting to empty at Walmarts across the country, and of course grocery prices continue to soar. People who've been financing groceries on credit are starting to default on those payments. We are about the country, and of course grocery prices continue to soar. People who've been financing groceries on credit are starting to default on those payments. We are about to see an economic catastrophe. If you're in this 60% that has little or no money, please stop spending money. Protect your family. Trump does not care about you. Even if you voted for him, he's a billionaire. He won't suffer, but you and your family will. Please protect yourself. 60%.
Y'all heard him? You heard it? So you seen it? Did y'all hear that? He said the government The people, they not gonna suffer. They gonna be eating good. Y'all see the Hunger Games playing out, right? Come on. Come on. Come on. Would you rather be in default on your credit cards and have everything you need, or have all the credit and there's nothing to buy? So you telling me you defaulted, but which would you rather have? I've had bad credit before and built it back up. Oh, okay. I just watched your videos and them babies had me in tears. Eye openers. Miss Lady, I just got the reflective film for all our windows. I'm getting curtains for my food shelves next. This. The thing that Auntie sent me to cover my balcony, baby, I covered my food with it. I covered my shelf. So if you do gotta come in here, all you see is the stuff on the side, baby. You ain't seeing nothing behind there. That's all my tools. You hear me? Did for the maintenance folks and everybody. Sure is Hunger Games, because in the books, the more credit you took out for food, the more items your name, the more times your name appears in the bowl for reaping. The fact that my friend was in my class the other day and you a whole minister, you ain't said nothing to nobody. And if you in here, you wrong. I'm talking to you. I love you, but you still wrong. People are about to lose it. Joe's been having nurses come by. I'm like, this won't do. Listen, I'm in Walmart right now. When you walk in, there's survival food. This is the conversation I just had with my cousin. I said, under all of the posts that I see, people are saying, nobody has money to stock up. I said, you did. You definitely had it in 22, 23, and maybe some of 24 in the beginning. People was paying rent. They was paying lights. They was giving away food. Every freaking thing. For 3 years. I just told my cousin. I said, for 3 years, do you realize people walked in Costco, Sam's, Walmart, and everywhere else and walked straight past the survival stuff? I said, you do realize, cousin, in 22 is when they start putting it all, like, it was everywhere. By May, they were sending home papers with parents saying, you need to get you a survival, a go bag. Was they not? Think about how many billions now. Because it wasn't just here. They was putting it everywhere. Places in Canada. Folks was walking straight past all of that stuff. Didn't pay no attention to it. You can't be mad at nobody, because guess what? And it was on every social media site. You couldn't get. It was so many ads for survival stuff for the last 36 months. It was ridiculous. They even start putting commercials on, like, Amazon Prime and different TV, different new. Y'all was the one telling me that. For 3 years, people walked past survival stuff. They ignored the ads on YouTube. They ignored the ads on Facebook, Instagram, Christian Mingle, and everywhere else. It's been 3 years, y'all. For 3 years, God warned. It was all on Facebook. Okay, 3 years. Tell me he didn't send this warning out. Did he only send it out one time? You said you can't say they didn't tell us. Y'all don't remember us talking about people was going to walk past this stuff? And then they was going to say they didn't give us enough time? Do you remember us having this conversation? Because y'all are the ones, remember, I didn't go to Sam's and stuff at first. Y'all was the ones that was telling me they was putting it in the CVS's and it was in the Walmarts and it started showing up at Costco because they put the life straws. Y'all was the one that was telling me. So you can't say people didn't tell us. They told us, but people ignored per usual. Yep. He putting it in our face because face people aren't spiritually blind. They're physically blinded to this. I remember 2023, the food bank I went to had dehydrated books and ration boxes. I got both. This part. Sarah, make sure you make enough. Those rolls are skimpy. I just had to order more. Saw it firsthand last year at Costco. The 5-pack of water straws were 50% off, and everybody walked right past them. This numerous warnings, and yes. So did God. He warned us. He sent it out several times a day. Water filtration commercials and commercials disguised as camping gear. Come on. Did he not? And they gonna have the nerve to be mad at God. And he did that when they was still getting all the extra food stamps. They was getting PEBT on top of the extra food stamps. They was getting you can go here and get your rent paid. And folks chose to do crab boils, go to Dubai, buy purses, get cars they couldn't afford, and all this old stuff. And I begged y'all, I said, get them car payments low. If you got to turn in your car, downsize on your house, start doing your hair yourself, cut your son's hair yourself, garden some food, make some bread, learn how to grind your own meat. These things are going to be very valuable in a short time. And look, just FYI, pet food is low on their stock. I was just there. How about y'all gonna get out my conversations? Because my cousin is a dog mom. She literally just said she about to go get her a 50-gallon drum, a big silver 50-gallon drum, and go buy her dogs 2 big bags of dog food. I told y'all 3 years ago, they are going to regret wasting all that money on all of that food to show people stuff. Remember? I started begging y'all not to do that. I started begging y'all. That's when, like, the green egg challenge. I said, you about to spend $70. That's a lot of... You remember this? I stopped paying $300 plus for nails and learned to lock my son's hair myself. Come on, baby. $300 is a lot of survival stuff a month, is it not? Especially back 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Just recalled bread from Crest Hills. I seen it. It got glass in it. I seen it. I just told my... Y'all gonna get out of my conversations now. Just told my cousin it got glass in it. I know. I seen it. Think it's important to have a bread book and some yeast now. And some bread pans. See, people call me crazy. A couple months ago, I said, we sending out bread pans. Do you want some? Hold on. God told us to get butter bells to be able to keep our butter that we learned how to make. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Y'all seeing it. Right now, Ready Wise has a 55% off sale on dehydrated eggs and milk. Here we go. I'm the oldest of 17. So from the jump, I've always shopped like a big family. Me too, Pumpkin. That's why Auntie be having food that I'll be trying not to waste it, but I'm used to cooking for a gang of people. Yes, a lot of people in denial. What's scary is I barely drive down the street and think about how many unprepared people on my block. I'm turning my refrigerated dinner rolls into croutons. This part. I have one obese cat. She has 5 to 20 pounds of food and 5 bags of litter. This part. They were fighting over coffee at Starbucks. Jesus. Some of those things I wasn't already. And the things I was doing, I quit real quick. This. I just got a notice from the VA saying the meds they sent me was a bad batch and not to take it. Everything is turning sour. Easy poo. Please understand that they are going to shut off the electricity, gas, and water. We know. Guess so I'll go ahead and fill my bags up now. Well, I got them. Might as well fill them up. I got them Mylar bags. They've been sitting. I've been trying to figure out where I'm going to put them. I guess they're going to have to go outside in the storage. I don't know. Because they definitely got to go somewhere. If I were you, I would only leave my bill money in the bank. Maybe a little bit for gas. But if you have savings, it wouldn't be in the bank. You see what that lady had to go through. She couldn't even swipe at the pump, at the register, at the nothing. They was getting denied. Get your money. Because for the first couple hours of days, they going to be taking money. Everything you suggested, I find at my family lab with our stocked food and water. Finishing up my personal hygiene and laundry cleaning bins. Laugh all you want. We're going to eat well and be taken care of. This part. Get a big bag of kitty litter. You need it to kill the smell of your potty. Yeah. Well, we got portable toilets and stuff. I see some medicinal plants growing in this boarded house yard. I'm going over there to chop them down when people go in the house. Interesting. It's probably a lot of stuff that you can use as medicine. I only keep 40 cents on my card. This part, y'all nephew called me and told me he took all his money out too. He told me he took all his money out. It's a real thing. And it's so... What was it, like February when we started talking about JIC money? It was like February or early March when I kept saying, please get some money out of the bank. Wasn't it? It was like January. It was between February and early March, or end of January, early March, right? And I kept saying, we need JIC money. We need JIC money. I don't care if it's $100 something. You need some cash on hand. It was in January. Oh, okay. So it's been 4 months, roughly 3 months, and now people can't get their money. Do you hear me? So God even gave us a warning with that they was about to start playing with this money too. This is why I was begging people, if you can get your 401k out, get a loan against it, whatever you got to do, get it. Because they're going to turn it off. At least for the first couple months while they still taking cash, you can still get what you need. You sure did. I remember not to be stuck with all that money on a credit card. Get it off. I'm trying to tell you. What good is it going to be? People about to start throwing that gold and silver in the streets. You see the scripture coming to pass? Because what good is it going to be to have a mouthful of golds and chains, baby, and ain't no bread? Right, my friends didn't listen when I told them now it's less there. Okay, I'm over here at my bank, took the money, and I'm in the store getting sandbags, everything else. These lines are crazy, though. So it's already starting over there. Oh. I know y'all probably already seen this one, too.
Baby, if you thought the Seattle and the Los Angeles ports was getting fucked, oh honey, they ain't the only ones. Y'all peep this shit. Now, it is not only Seattle and Los Angeles. It is Seattle, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Houston, New Orleans, Miami, Virginia, New York, Boston, San Diego, and the Great Lakes. If y'all don't know where the Great Lakes is, that's right above where the fuck I live at in Michigan. So, with that being said, there has been rapid reports of shipments not being here. You remember when they...
Y'all hear how many ports she named? You seen it? That was pretty much all. It's all around, top, bottom, all of them. They just keep saying Seattle and Cali. Did y'all hear how many she named?
It is not only Seattle and Los Angeles. It is Seattle, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Houston, New Orleans, Miami, Virginia, New York, Boston, San Diego, and the Great Lakes. If y'all don't know where the Great Lakes is, that's right.
A complete circle. You said she's telling the truth. It's worldwide. Okay. There's another guy. He said these ports are supposed to be full. It's a black lady. She said, I live right here. It's supposed to be ships everywhere. It's nothing. Yes, I passed by the port in New Orleans and the cargo just sitting there. Interesting. Give me 1 second.
Order directing the Department of Transportation to include English literacy tests for our truckers. We're going to ensure that our truckers, who are the backbone of our economy, are all able to speak English.
I'm not sure about you guys. I'm wondering if it is just a coincidence that the timing of this executive order coincides with this situation going on right here.
This is a picture I took of vessel finder from the port of Seattle. There are no ships here. Look at this photo. This is one of the busiest ports on the West Coast.
If you're curious or suspicious, you can look this up for yourself. Go down to marinetraffic.com. Now, as we can see right here, this is a picture of Shanghai. But when we come over to the west coast of the United States, we see pictures like this over here at Long Beach, or pictures like this at the Port of Oakland. So what a coincidence in timing.
A coincidence in timing. In China, no one is working at the ports. No goods is moving. Okay. Did we talk about all that we did? I believe we talked about every single part of this that's happening right now. Is this it? The New York Post posted a list of what you should be stocking up on. Oh, that was in March. Hold on. Where the heck is it? Here we go.
Well, breaking fucking news. So not only are the last cargo ships arriving to the United States this week that will be carrying cargo that will not be tariffed, because after this, every cargo ship that arrives in the United States will be hit with 145% tariff. Truck drivers across the United States are quitting in mass. Yes, the truck drivers that are legal citizenships who also have legal driver's licenses are quitting in mass and selling their trucks. So not only are we going to be facing a crisis of items coming into the United States, we're also going to be facing a crisis of items being able to be delivered to businesses. Well, breaking fuck.
Some truckers here even said they're not getting as many loads. In China, no one is working. That's interesting. I help unload the HV truck at the store when it comes from the warehouse, and Friday trucks are usually about 11 to 12 pallets. It was only 6 today, not a split load, because they don't have it. They don't have it. They don't have it. They sent over 800,000 cargoes, and it was empty, possibly more than that now. Interesting. So do you think it's safe to wait and try to wait this out, or do you think if you have any extra cash that it's just sitting that you need to use it, and that's worldwide? Oh, I believe it. Did we talk about this happening all over the world? And it was going to happen fast. I talked to my cousin who was a driver, and he says, yes, get ready. Oh, okay. So all these folks telling you do not buy, do not listen to them. I'm about to go make me some coffee and run to the restroom. You better go get your stuff. If you got the pine, gold, jewelry, all of that mess, that stuff ain't about to be valuable. All them extra TVs and that ain't gonna, you ain't gonna get it if it ain't no power. I might be deleting our survival video, y'all. I'm probably about to start deleting those videos. It's time. Yeah, I know, because Isabel's, it's $3,500 for 3 pounds. Yeah, that's real good. $3,500 is a lot of money right now. Yeah. A lot of solar panels are on sale on Amazon. My cousin said that today. She did, because I was telling the young guy, and she was on the phone with me when I was at the UPS. said they got those kiosks all through the mall too? Okay. Listen, family, I know y'all get tired of me, and I'm telling y'all, I don't care. I don't care. Because when we can't talk no more, if we don't get to whatever, if they not letting us travel, I am going to feel so good to know that y'all not in them houses stressing out. Because I won't be able to talk to y'all maybe. I don't know how this is going to work and how long we have. Do you understand? But I feel so much better than I did 3 years ago. Because I had this weight on me to know that all of this was coming, and I was screaming at the top of my lungs and nobody was listening, but y'all listened. You hear me? Y'all listened, and y'all have lifted that feeling off of my chest to know I can't save everybody. I'm not God. I'm not Jesus. I'm not none of that. But to know that we have thousands of families, and maybe even more than that, because of the people that y'all told that might have went ahead and got their stuff, or people that ain't even a part of our community no more, but they got their stuff, like that in this time is worth more than gold. You hear me? It's more than gold to me. It really is. Because people don't believe. But just because they don't believe it, don't mean it ain't happening. I feel better. And I feel bad. I really do. My heart breaks. It's like seeing it and know we about to see it in our face. It's different. It is a different feeling, but I'm also very grateful for all of you, that you all listened, that you all paid attention, and that y'all believed what the word said, because we are living it right now. We live in it. And there for 3 years, really longer than that, since COVID. But I'ma just say 3 years. God has been warning the world. There's been rolling blackouts in every country, has there not? This part of the country, we've seen the devastation and how long it took. Even after all of them people saw what went on in Florida, North Carolina, Tennessee, they still didn't prep. Even just for the most basic things, they still didn't. Watching people say we ain't had no food, we ain't had no water, we ain't got no electricity, all our food spoiled, and they still would rather get online and buy a whole bunch of stuff that didn't mean nothing. Spain just had a terrible blackout. That's what I'm talking about. I know. France and Portugal. And I have a friend that's living in Spain with her baby right now. Right now. She moved over there the year I met y'all. And her baby's like 3 or 4. Well, she might be 5 now. 5 or 6. Well, she should be about 5. 4 or 5 right now. She's over there. Out of the country. She lives over there. I'm trying to tell you, I peeped that too. Like, are you serious? It's scary.
Trump's own administration is trying to sabotage him, as multiple team members have leaked to the press that they are personally stockpiling products to get ahead of the empty shelves that are coming, trying to sabotage him, as multiple team members have leaked to the press that they are personally stockpiling products to get ahead of the empty shelves that are coming because of Trump's tariffs. Now, this story comes to us from Rolling Stones, who reports this. Two Trump administration officials and a Trump aide tell Rolling Trump's own administration coming because of Trump's tariffs. Now, this story comes to us from Rolling Stones, who reports this. Two Trump administration officials and a Trump aide tell Rolling Stone that they have done some stockpiling of their own in recent weeks and months, and they know of Republican members that are doing Stone that they have done some stockpiling of their own in recent weeks and months, and they know of Republican and a Trump aide tell Rolling Stone that they have done some stockpiling of their own in recent weeks and months, and
they've been stocking for months. How long are they giving the American people to stock? We gonna keep going. How? Right. But even in, he said for months. And then they started stocking more in the last 2 weeks. These are the people that's right with him. They got money. They in the circle. But they are basically giving the American people 3 to 4 weeks to try to prepare for 7 months without no food. If they're saying months, they've been mean years. They're giving the people weeks. Okay. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Did we talk about they gonna be ready and they not gonna say nothing because they don't want the people to panic, but by then it is gonna be too late? We literally talked about them doing this. And now it's coming out that that's exactly what they did. Just like the Paradise Show. Interesting.
Of Republican members
I ain't even watched. I tried to watch the beginning.
Food and other
goods. Wait a minute.
Think of Republican members that are doing the same thing: toilet paper, food, and other goods. Think about that for a moment. Trump's own administration has been stockpiling for months now. They've been trying to get ahead of this, and it's so bad they felt the need to leak that to the press to let the American people know, because they know Trump isn't going to tell us themselves. And somebody's head is going to roll for this. Somebody behind the scenes, Donald Trump, is going to want to find out who exactly is leaking this to the press, because this is the worst thing that could happen. That the country now knows that even the Trump administration sees the pain that is coming. This is huge. Trump's own administration.
Hello? They tell you not to panic buy, but they've been panic buying. They tell you don't go crazy, but they already been doing it. Exactly. He's mad because someone has a little bit of humanity. So they telling y'all don't, but they is. Remember I told you whatever the opposite of what they saying is, that's what you need to be doing? No, y'all remember this? Literally, it's sad that he didn't want to say nothing. Come on, I'm trying to, but we talked about it. I said, they not going to tell you. You just going to wake up and it's going to be that. And they going to have their stuff. And now, exactly what we've been talking. That's why I've been, listen. Do you understand now why I wouldn't shut up about it? because God knew they wasn't going to tell us until it was too late. And again, for my pastor friend to be in here and he don't even know what's going on, I pray for grace for the people that have been led astray. They don't even know. It might be screenshot on there. I screenshotted it. They was saying we don't have to worry. We don't. They literally, the Christians are telling people, you don't have to worry. God is going to provide. And I'm not saying that He can't. But if He said famine is coming, why wouldn't you prepare for it? And I said it on her post. I said, well, He did provide. He provided the information. It's up to you to move. That's like saying they're going to drop a bomb on our house and you just stay there. You don't do nothing to try to brace yourself or run out. You just sit and wait for it. That is literally what people are doing right now. I'm sick of hearing it too. And I'm telling you, folks that prepped is about to be the bad guys. You was the bad guy when you told them, and you're going to be the bad guy because you don't feel like you have to do nothing. You was the bad guy. You was ruining their mood 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever. Now you're going to be the cause of their anger again because they feel like they should have access to what you did. And I feel He's providing for those who are using their last and not for the ones who wasted money on crab boils and whatnot. Okay. Who remembers me saying, if you're wise with the little bit that He gives you, we talked about the scripture, He'll give you more. But if you're not wise with the little bit that He gives you, even that He will take away and you won't have nothing. You remember this, Isabel? You remember? Okay. Do you see it happening right now? A lot of the people that are saying we don't have money to stock, I bet you if you go on their social media, they've been kicking it for the last 3 years. No? Traveling, turning up, buying new bags, having the best nails and the best bundles. And now, even that the money that they have is not enough to get what they needed. So if He did give them extra in 21, in 20 to 23, or even we'll give them 21 to 24. My friends don't even know what's going on. They're planning to link up in Houston to go to the Beyonce concert. Baby, listen. Where is my coffee? Oh, Jesus. I'll be right back. My girlfriend just had a birthday party and spent $1,000 to $2,000. I know. Listen, I understand. I got family members that just bought brand new cars and all kind of stuff, and I'm like, dang, that's crazy. Cause you know Beyonce needs more money. This part, yep, they keeping up with the weekly high maintenance hair and nails. I'm trying to tell you, my hubby just told me to stop making people feel bad and hurting their feelings. I'm like, it's not my fault they're not prepared. I don't got time for dummies. Oh. Don't make them feel bad, but I mean, what exactly are they expecting you to say? As bad as I want to call my mama and my brothers, what good is it going to do? If they didn't listen all the way up until this point, maybe we should just stop wasting our breath and only talk to the people that are listening, those that have an ear to hear. Because really, we wasting our energy. I keep getting my supplies every chance I can. This part. Spend that time learning how to do whatever we need to do, reading our books or whatever, because, I mean, at this point, they're going to have to deal with whatever is coming their way. That's exactly how you've been feeling, yeah. Like, I mean, because what can we do? It ain't nothing we can do except for tell them. What can we do? We can't. It ain't nothing we can do. I just believe. You said I listen, but I also learn. Come on. Come on. This is my thing. COVID was an eye-opener for the world. And I believe COVID was like God's last, I don't want to say wake-up call, because I'm sure he still has more, but it was like that was, when that happened, it was because he wanted the world to sit down and reevaluate. He set everybody down at the exact same time so that everybody had about the same amount of time to think about what it is they was about to do with the next few years of their life. A lot of people started businesses. They did things. They found, okay, but period. It's too late to play catch up. This is what I be thinking. It was a wake-up call for the world. Well, not a test this year. Hey, Miss Orlean, this is it. My sister finally said they're getting a generator. I told you 3 years ago to prepare. Listen, I was one of them. I said, nope, I'm listening, even if I look crazy that part. Me too. Okay, so we're going to send out some more rice, some more beans. We're going to send out if you don't have, like the mason jar sealer, it's like the electric one. We you'd like to send one of those. If you're gonna, be storing things in mason jars, don't just get it if you're not gonna use it. We're not in that time right now. Also, if you don't have a type of survival book that shows you how to like filter water and all that kind of stuff, please send those to either Tadnineplace, either one of the emails, Tadnineplace@gmail or CERCA@gmail. Y'all be knowing which emails to send, because I think I done gave y'all the wrong thing a couple times. But you can send it to Tadnineplace, TATNAIPLACE, So if you need a survival book, if you need rice or beans, if you need what's the other thing? The book, rice or beans, or the sealer for the mason jars. I want to send some of those out. Yeah, because I'm thinking now more of tools that are going to be valuable, right? My niece told my dad. My niece told my dad came in some money. No, oh, your niece and your dad came in some money. Nobody prepped. Baby, when I saw my daughters getting out and getting stuff, I said, oh yeah, it's getting serious. Because I've been telling them, and they'll pick up stuff here or there, but yeah, they getting canned goods, rice, went and bought cast iron and all kinds of stuff. I said, oh, okay, y'all listening now. Good job. Good job. I hope y'all telling y'all friends. They like, Mom, they friends talking about turning up. You got to think they 21, 22. They friends talking about turning up, still doing this and that. And then even look at that. I was talking to my cousin, and she was telling me about how expensive the shipping is on everything now, like Temu and stuff, and the TikTok shop. She was like, the shipping is crazy. I said, well, they adding shipping to Amazon too. She just told me today, she was like, the shipping is crazy, and she waiting on some stuff or whatever, like it's delayed or whatever, like y'all said. So, and now with all the truckers quitting and selling their trucks, it's really about to be hard to get stuff. They laying off at UPS. I'm gonna have to call my friend. My shoe angel works at UPS. I'm about to call him today. My sister is turning 21 this month, and she's trying to go to Vegas for her birthday. She thinks she's gonna come here when it goes down. No, ma'am. Did she know Vegas ain't even doing nothing? Vegas is a ghost town. Girl, tell her, turn her where y'all at, save her money. Tell her she need to go on TikTok. Vegas dry. And my sister lives there. Vegas dry. She lives in Las Vegas, and her dad work at the hotels. It's a zombie town. Yep. I told this young girl with kids what to get and prepare, and she was very thankful. I'm trying to tell you. She better turn up at the crib. 20,000 layoffs at UPS. Interesting. I'm gonna have to call my friend today and make sure because he been working there for like 30 years, 20 something for sure. Wow. If that don't tell you ain't nothing about to be moving, I told her, and she said verbatim, she don't care. She plans to go out and get reckless. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I don't even know. I'm not going to keep on putting no heavy nothing on y'all. We might turn up this evening. I think we should. I think we need it. I told somebody to prepare when you told us back then, and now they're in the dark. Oh, well, I said this 3 years ago. You shouldn't have listened. You should have listened. Yeah. Y'all want to turn up this? I mean, we could just do, we ain't got to have no alcohol or nothing. We could just listen to some good music or Play a game. Let's play trivia. Y'all want to do some trivia? We ain't did trivia in a long time. That makes us laugh, and we might just pull out some random stuff. It ain't even gonna be nothing that's y'all want to do some trivia? We ain't had a good trivia game or doing something on the board or something. Interesting. Less routes to deliver to. Interesting. Interesting. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm happy we listened and prepared too. I am. But I told y'all, I said, hey, I know this sounds crazy and I know you be feeling crazy, but don't. You're gonna be so happy here in a minute that you did this. You're gonna be okay. You know what I mean? Baby's gotta be in the dark for 5 to 7 days. What if it ain't no candles? I'm thankful as well, because we ain't panicking like everyone is. And we ain't seen panic yet. We have not seen panic yet. We have not seen chaos for real, but we're going to. And now you understand why I keep asking God to allow us, okay, to keep these okay. But that's why I'm not going to let y'all live in no fairy tale world either. We going to do the cold, hard truths over here. I'm not sugarcoating fertilizer for nobody. I used to just spend money. Now you be in my head at the stores. Good job. Good. That made me happy. I need y'all to, okay? This and I'm not telling y'all nothing I'm not doing. I'm not acting like I'm all super confident, because we don't know what's gonna happen, and that's why I've been trying to keep my mind calm. You know, I've been trying to keep my mind calm. So I want y'all to be okay, but I hope y'all praying for me too. And I am about to start deleting these videos over here. I'm probably start sometime. I said by the end of this week. Definitely taking that survival video off. And I don't know which ones I was showing it in the beginning, because I know I was doing it a lot. So that's why I'm about to delete them. Because then that's, making your girl a red circle. So I'll be starting to delete all of our videos, like from the beginning when we talk. And I'm going to have, because I don't know which ones I might have pulled stuff, and I'm not going to sit there and watch them all. So shortly those videos will be deleted, because we gonna have to be like Casper's, with the least amount of digital prints as possible. Digital prints. We won't have none of them. You gotta think, like I said, he's going after people like me for sure. So, especially now, exactly. So we're gonna be getting some of that off. It was there for the time being, and whoever got it, and then it'll just be daily videos. Eventually, just whatever we're gonna talk about for the day. It might stay up for 2 days, and then we're gonna take it down. But showing stuff is out. Facts. I started to keep my mouth zipped as well, especially after my family kept saying they can just come to my house in another state. Like, yeah, right. Oh no, we're not doing that. Yep. So, that's why I got all my stuff off of TikTok. As far as that go, my videos or whatever. I'm trying to get the rest of them off. It's too many logins. But trying to get any videos, telling people hurry up and get your stuff. They about to go. I've been saying it for 3 years. That stuff was up for over 1,000 days. That's a long time. So we'll be getting rid of that kind of stuff. And y'all know what I realized? This is so petty, but anybody want to know something stupid? But I basically have a lock mullet. I'm so sad about it too. Because you know how it be longer in the top, shorter on the sides, and then it be business in the front and party in the back. I basically, when I looked at I said, I got a dang lock mullet because of the ponytail breakage under the end. You see it. So if I was to curl this hair in the right way, it's it's a lock mullet. I don't know if I like it. I mean, I like it, but I said that's not cool. I'm gonna need this to catch up with the rest of it. I got a lock mullet, y'all, for real. Cause you know it'd be a drastic like length change. It's shorter, it's longer here, shorter here, and then just gone to the back. Yeah, that's what I got going on around here. I said, this is stupid. I mean, I'm happy to have some hair now, but right. A mullet is in layers. You said it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's that. Kiva, yeah, girl. I said, this is different. I didn't know that locks could have mullets, but I definitely got one. It just ain't close to my head. Right, but I'm just saying, I don't know what happened here. I'm gonna have to talk to Toya because she normally knows what to tell me about these locks. I'm gonna have a conversation with her sometime shortly, unless a whole bunch of people then got cut out. I don't know what's going on, but it is what it is. So I love y'all. I'm about to go. We're gonna have some trivia later on. I might lay down and take a nap. I was up last night. I should have got back on here because my sleep schedule, which means something is probably coming too, because my sleep has been interrupted last night, and I want to say the night before it was kind of. It might be the chocolate though. Maybe I shouldn't eat those nuts before I go to sleep, because then that's the hot flashes. So I can't necessarily blame it on that. But you're welcome. Yeah, but we gonna have some trivia, some fun stuff. Let's do some fun looking up words and stuff. Just get our mind off of this craziness. But I did want to tell y'all just so we can be together, okay? You hear me? And I know y'all get sick of me. That's okay. Because I love you for real, so that's my job. Mm. You hear me? Okay. I don't know what time. We just going to get on. It depends on if I take a nap or not, but we going to have some fun later. Okay? I mean, I'm going to stretch my hands out because this right here be crazy. I love y'all.